Hi students. So today in this video I am going to discuss about extreme values of quadratic expressions. So what is a basic quadratic expression? Ax square plus bx plus c. Second degree expression is a quadratic expression. So what is the maximum or minimum extreme values of the quadratic expressions we will discuss in this video. So I have some simplification placed on the board. Let us have a glance at it. So let us take y is equal to ax square plus bx plus c. We can even take f of x is equal to ax square plus bx plus c. So we are trying to convert this into a perfect square. That is completing the square method we say. So take a common in the right side part. So by taking a common, we get x square. A common is nothing but dividing with a. So if we take a common, x square, b by x plus c by a we have. Now we have to convert this into perfect square. So converting into perfect square means we try to get a square plus 2ab plus b square model here such that we can write a plus b whole square. So we try to get a square plus 2ab plus b square model. Just observe here. A square, in place of a square we have x square. Next 2ab term must be there, no? So if I treat this as a, 2ab term is going to be 2 into x into something plus in place of b. What I should take here, that you have to understand, because already we know what is there in place of a. So a square plus 2ab plus b square you need to get a plus b whole square. So what must be there in place of this b such that this second term value should not change. So what you will place in place of b such that the second term value will not change? I will place b by 2a. So 2 can be cancelled. X into b by a is left. That is what we have here. So without change of value, I assume the first term as a square. Second term I wrote in 2ab form. Next we must have b square. So in place of b you have this, no? So b square means this must be b by 2a whole square now. So therefore b by 2a whole square should be present in the next place, but we don't have b by 2a whole square. Therefore we add and subtract b by 2a whole square. C by a as it is I have written. So first a square, next 2ab form, next b square form, c by a we wrote as it is, b by 2a whole square we have added and subtracted. Now for the first three terms, when you take the first three terms, you will get x plus b by 2a whole square, a plus b whole square model. And the last two terms we will simplify. If you take LCM here, you will get 4ac minus b square by 4a square in the last two. Okay, so now a is multiplied to this first term and second term separately. So a multiplied to this first term, a multiplied to the second term. So a multiplied to second term is denominator 1a we can cancel. So this is nothing but the value of y. Now I am shifting this 4ac minus b square by 4a to the left side part. So when I shift this to left side, I will get like this. So this is same as if we divide with a now, x plus b by 2a whole square can be written as, if we divide with a, 1 by a into this portion. If I am dividing with a, I will get like this now. What is the standard form that we got here? So that is what we have to observe. So what we have to observe is, we got the standard form of a parabola. So this is the standard form of parabola which the equation resembles. In place of h you have minus b by 2a, and in place of k you have 4ac minus b square by 4a. So what is this equation? This represents equation of a parabola with vertex h comma k. So if a is positive here, anyhow this 4a is constant only. If a is positive, we get a parabola opening up like this. If a is negative, we get a parabola opening down like this. So based on this constant, whether it is negative or positive, we get parabola opening up or down. What is the vertex? H comma k. Now this equation exactly resembles the standard form of parabola. And you know what is h, what is k when you compare with the standard form. Okay, so therefore I can write this as, this is in the form of a parabola with vertex h comma k. With vertex h comma k, what is this? Is nothing but minus b by 2a in place of h. And in place of k, we have 4ac minus b square by 4a. So vertex h comma k, where h is minus b by 2a, and in place of k, we have 4ac minus b square by 4a. Okay, so what we discussed is, when this constant is positive, we get a parabola opening up. When this constant is negative, we get a parabola opening down. So based on this constant means, based on a value, whether a is positive or negative decides whether we get a parabola opening up or down. So let us take both the cases here. So I will assume first case in which a is positive. So a is positive means this constant is positive. So this constant is positive means, so I will write the standard form here itself. So x minus h whole square is equal to 4a into y minus k. This is the standard form actually. So this is some constant. In place of constant we have 1 by a, that is okay, we can have anything here. So if a is positive, we get a parabola opening up. What is the vertex? Minus b by 2a and 4ac minus b square by 4a. Therefore, you get a parabola opening up like this. And what is the vertex? This vertex position is actually minus b by 2a comma 4ac minus b squared by 4a. So with this vertex, what can we conclude? So with this figure we can conclude that this is the least position of a point on the parabola. So any point of the parabola cannot go beyond this. So this is the x coordinate, this is the y coordinate. That means for any point on the parabola, this is going to be the maximum, this is going to be the actually least value for y, because you cannot go beyond this. You cannot, the point cannot be going below this. Therefore, at this position, whatever y coordinate you are getting is going to be the least. Okay, so the point on the parabola can be going in the upward direction like this, but you cannot have a y coordinate lesser than this. That means at this position, y coordinate, or simply you can say this y is going to be least at this position. Okay, so I can write like this. Therefore, at x is equal to minus b by 2a, at this x coordinate, y is equal to 4ac minus b square by 4a is the least value. So the minimum value of y is 4ac minus b square by 4a, obtained when x is taken as minus b by 2a, you are going to get this. That means simple. When you substitute x is equal to minus b by 2a here, you will get y as 4ac minus b square by 4a automatically, because we have the x coordinate, y coordinate like this. Now, the second case we will discuss. So, second case, if a is less than 0 or negative, if a is less than 0 or negative, we get a parabola opening down. So, we get a parabola opening down like this. And this is the vertex. What is going to be the vertex? Same. Because the vertex is not going to change. When the constant is positive or negative, the vertex will be same. So, minus b by 2a, comma 4ac minus b square by 4a. This vertex does not change. This vertex will be same. But what is the difference here is, when a is negative, we get a parabola opening down. This is the vertex, and you can clearly see that whatever y coordinate we are having here will be the maximum, because when we take a point in this direction anywhere on the parabola, you are going to get a lesser value when the point goes down. Okay, so you cannot get a y coordinate which is more than this. We cannot get a y coordinate which is more than this. That means whatever y value we are getting here is maximum, because you cannot go higher than that. So therefore, at this position, I will separate this, right. When a is positive, you get a parabola opening down, and whatever y coordinate you are going to get is the maximum height of the parabola, of the point of the parabola is this one. So therefore, I can write that if a is less than 0, y is equal to 4ac minus b square by 4a is maximum when x is taken as minus b by 2a. You are going to get that. So in two different cases, in the first case we got that y is least at this position of y. In the second case we got that y is maximum at this position of y. Vertex is same, but in two different cases we are getting y is maximum or minimum. I will discuss one more thing. In case 1, we have discussed that this is the least value of y. Then what is the highest value? No, highest value does not exist, because you can clearly see that the parabola is going up. You don't have any highest point to the parabola, but the least point of the parabola we know. Therefore, we load the least value of y. In this case, the parabola is going down. Parabola is going down means the least value of y will not exist. It is continuously going down. Least value does not exist, but the maximum value of y, okay, we can actually give. But the least value of y we cannot give. So when a is positive, you get the least value of y, which is nothing but this expression, but maximum value does not exist. When a is less than 0, a is nothing but quotient of x square. When a is negative, we get the maximum value of y, but the minimum value of y is not defined. So y is nothing but the given expression ax square plus bx plus c. So this is the maximum and minimum value of the quadratic expression. You can clearly say what is maximum, what is minimum when you draw the graph or when you draw the figure of a parabola here. So without this actual parabola equation also we can say. But how? Let us see. I will rub all these things now. Without the figure also, without parabola also, we can clearly state the maximum and minimum values of ax square plus bx plus c. How? Just see here. I will rub this now. So which are not required, I am rubbing. Now we can see, for example, if a is positive, if A is positive, see the first term. First term, if A is positive, this first term cannot be negative. If A is positive, this is anyhow non-negative, no? So if A is positive, this first term is always greater than or equal to 0. That means we get that y is greater than or equal to 4ac minus b square by 4a. Greater than or equal to means this is going to be the least value of y. And when do you get this? When x is taken as minus b by 2a. When x is equal to minus b by 2a, or when this term becomes 0, then you will get y is equal to 4ac minus b square by 4a. When a is positive, this is going to be the least value. You can clearly see when a is less than 0, for example, that is when a is negative, this is negative and this is a perfect square actually. So a negative value into a perfect square means this is always going to be less than or equal to 0. This is less than or equal to 0. Therefore, we can write that y is less than or equal to 4ac minus b square by 4a. Y is less than or equal to 4ac minus b square by 4a when a is negative. So based on a, that means based on coefficient of x square, when a is positive you get least value of y but there is no maximum value. When a is negative you get the maximum value of y but there is no least value. Okay, so let me discuss the signs of the expressions also here. Therefore, I have put equation 1 here. To discuss the signs of the expression, I will show you how the ax square plus bx plus c signs will be there. So from this equation 1, this y is nothing but ax square plus bx plus c, no? So if I cross multiply a or if I divide with a, I will get like this. Y is ax square plus bx plus c. If you divide with a, I am going to get like this. Okay. So when I divide with a, we will get like this. So what happens when delta is less than 0? What happens when delta is equal to 0? All these things we will discuss. For example, if delta is less than 0, that means, for example, b square minus 4ac is less than 0. You multiply with minus on both sides. 4ac minus b square is greater than 0. If delta is less than 0, you will get 4ac minus b square by 4a. 4ac minus b square is anyhow positive. 4a square also is positive only because a cannot be 0. So 4a square is definitely positive. So therefore when delta is less than 0, this total term is going to be positive only. This total term is going to be positive and this is anyhow perfect square. So therefore perfect square means this is greater than or equal to 0 and this is definitely greater than 0. So when you add these two, what you will get? You will definitely get positive because even if this term becomes 0, this term is not going to be 0. When you add these two, you will get positive definitely. So therefore, what we can write here? What we can write is if delta is less than 0, ax square plus bx plus c by a, that means the value of this is definitely going to be positive. So fraction is positive means what? Fraction is positive means ax square plus bx plus c and a have same signs. Same signs for any value of x. You can see here, whatever you take in place of x, this is not going to be negative. So I have same signs for all x belongs to R. So ax square plus bx plus c means the given expression and a, that means coefficient of x square, have same signs for all x belongs to R. That means if a is positive, the expression is going to be positive for any x value. If a is negative, expression is going to be negative for any value of x substituted in that. So this is for delta is less than 0. For example, if you take delta is equal to 0, for example, delta means what? B square minus 4ac. So multiply with minus, you will get like this. Okay, so just observe here. For example, if delta is equal to 0, so this term is going to be 0. So that means ax square plus bx plus c by a is equal to x plus b by 2a whole square. You will get like this. So therefore, when x is equal to minus b by 2a, or when this becomes 0, ax square plus bx plus c will be 0. If x is not equal to minus b by 2a, this is going to be positive only. So I can write like this: ax square plus bx plus c by a will be greater than 0 for all x belongs to R except minus b by 2a. That is, when x is taken as minus b by 2a, this is going to be 0. For remaining values of x, this will be positive only. That is what I wrote. So the fraction is positive means, ax square plus bx plus c and a will have same signs. So will have same signs for all x belongs to R except minus b by 2a. So this is when delta is equal to 0. If a is positive, x square, if a is positive, expression will be positive. If a is negative, expression will be positive. Except for minus b by 2a, this happens. And what is minus b by 2a? Minus b by 2a is actually going to be the root of the equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. This minus b by 2a is nothing but root. How can you say? Clear. When x is taken as minus b by 2a, clearly you will get ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0 you will get. Means minus b by 2a is satisfying that. Minus b by 2a is satisfying ax square plus bx plus c. Or when delta is equal to 0, roots are equal. And both roots are equal to minus b by 2a only. So that means accepting the root of the quadratic equation, for remaining values, coefficient of x square and the expression will have same signs is the meaning of that.